just... So, hello everyone, and wait a second. Hello everyone, and welcome to Hellblade, a game that have been on my mind for, or in my sight for a long time, and it just got released. The decision about making a let's play of this game became an impulse decision, because I was unsure what kind of game this game was. In first place, I thought this was a sort of Viking game where you could run around and kill people, and that wasn't something that was really different. So, and I love game that is different, showcase something different. So I waited around to see if this one was something worth to jump on straight or wait a while to play. But when people are beginning to talk about that this game has one very important subject, which is one of the head subjects in this game, considering mental health and mental health issues, it struck me as a lightning, because mental health is a subject that I know a lot about, based on personal experience. And okay, I admit my channel was started in first place because I was suffering from depression and anxiety and needed to get out of that dark place. So if you watch one of my first videos on my channel, yes, it's in Norwegian, but you hear that I am on a totally different place. And yes, Senua here is not suffering from depression or maybe anxiety, but from psychosis and maybe a bit schizophrenia. But I mean that mental health issues some of the problems there can be based on some under subjects. So I'll explain that for you when we come to a point where I should do some explaining. 'Cause there is subjects and a lot of things that is metaphors for other things that I recognize myself in, so or own experience in them. But yes, we take that when we get there. So let's just start with Hellblade. Welcome everyone. And by the way, as we speak,
hello.
You should put on headphones now, 'cause
Doesn't matter.
you're going to hear a lot of voices.
You're safe with me. I'll be right here, nice and close, so I can speak without alerting the others. Let me tell you about Senua. Her story has already come to an end, but now it begins anew.
What's happening? It's breathing. It's breathing. It's breathing. He knows she's getting closer. He can
Hello, Senua.
closer. She's getting closer. They're watching. They're watching. They're watching.
This is a journey deep into darkness. There will be no more stories after this one.
What is she doing? Why is she doing this? They're watching. Why isn't she coming? She's doing this for him. She wants to rescue him. He's already done. Feel you coming. Quiet.
Oh, how rude of me. I never told you of the others.
And I must say, this is some of the most
They've been around ever since the tragedy. That's not quite true.
original
Someone new, but they've
aftertexts or
changed.
title screens that I've ever
I
seen,
think the darkness changed
or
them, just like it
end
changed
credits. I mean, this is some of the most original placings of end credits, or in this case, beginning credits, I've ever seen
her. Up ahead.
in a game.
You see it
In
too.
other movies and so on, it's another story,
Just finally
but
arrived in the land of mist and fog. The place the Northmen call Hell.
Turn back. Go back. Go back. It's not safe. Go back. Go back. Go back. It's not safe.
It's there. They're here.
Yes.
Look around and you will see them. The drowned, the sick, the slain. Here they lie, rotting in the fields and rivers of hell. But the dead don't always lie still here. This is not a place of rest.
Can't do this. Go back. Go back. They're going to do that to you. Can you see them? Can you see them? They're going to do that to you.
just have to
They're
take
watching. Stop. Can you feel
some
them watching?
small issues. There.
They're watching her. Watching her. You're so close to the darkness. Go back. You feel it.
Wait a second.
What is she thinking?
I guess I should look.
She's afraid.
Papa!
Wouldn't you be? You'd think she would get used to it by now after so many years. But the darkness, it just builds onto itself, growing stronger, towering over her.
Okay.
You might try and ignore it, turn away. It's always there, just out of sight, where you're most vulnerable. It's like it knows that just enough light is all you need to see its suffocating power. You might think she's brave to go on this journey on her own.
I must
But is it
say,
bravery that drives her?
outside it's pouring.
Bravery
And
only means something to those afraid of
The
death.
whole sound effects thingy
Said it was fear.
tricked me to believe that it was thundering outside.
Keep her.
So... Yes, now I hear it again. Nice trick game.
What is she looking at? What is she leaving behind? I know what she's thinking. I hear her thoughts. It's not too late to get into the boat and go back. No one will judge her. No one will ever know. Oh, she heard us. There's no
Excuse
harm.
me. We're not saying anything.
You can't do it.
Senua pushes away a world that conspired to cause so much suffering. There's nothing to go back to, and worse to look forward to. Why don't you join us? Maybe you too have a part to play in this story.
And there we finally can control.
Focus. Look closer. Look. Use your eyes. Why isn't she looking closer? She needs to look closer. Focus.
Yeah, I am closer.
Do not forget
There.
my stories, Senua. Because your darkness comes from hell, and your fate lies there. They say the burning of a corpse will take you straight to Hela's gate, but gods and the living will follow this path. You must leave the Isles of Orkney across the eastern sea, and find a road that leads north and down through deep, dark valleys. After 9 nights of riding, you will follow a great river, and will find a bridge covered in gold. The path to Helheim goes from there, across the river of knives that flows from the dark world of Niflheim. Do not forget my stories, Senua, because your darkness comes from hell, and your fate lies there. They say the burning of a corpse will take you straight to Hela's gate, But gods and the living
Okay.
will follow this
So
path.
we can move
You must leave the Isles of Orkney across the Eastern Sea.
after
and
we
find a
have
road that
focused
leads north
on those
and
points.
down through deep, dark valleys. After 9 nights of riding, you will follow a great river and will find a bridge covered in gold. The path to Helheim goes from there, across the River of Knives that flows from the dark world of Niflheim.
What's even more interesting with this game is when it has such a huge subject that as mental health. Is that it's set in Norse mythology and in Celtic times or Viking times, where something like mental health sure still existed, but everyone must have thought that mental health issues, or what you then called craziness, came from the gods. And that's an interesting way to think when you're making a game and making a story, because that can actually work as a story.
Not this time.
Whoa!
Can you see it?
The land of mist and fog. The old fool was right. What was it he said? The river of knives across which lies the halls of hell. The place they call Helheim.
He's lost. He's lost. Where are you? I hear you.
I guess what he's holding is the head of
There's no
her
doubt about
beloved
it.
that he has lost.
The source of the darkness is in Helheim. And the goddess Hela holds his soul there. Her dear beloved, Dillian.
What is she doing? Why is she doing this? Why doesn't she turn back? She's doing this for him. She wants to rescue him.
Well, we clearly have more than one voice in our head, and they have a lot of discussions.
She needs to save his soul. She wants his soul to be at peace. She needs to lay him to rest. He's already dead. She can save him. There's nothing she can do. She thinks she's going to save him. She's not going to save him. She'll never make it to Helheim. She can't.
What did you say?
She needs to try. Do you know
The
where
bridge
you
to
are?
Helheim. I forget its name. She forgets too. But she does remember that only the dead may cross it. That part wasn't so easy to forget. The old fool said there was a hidden path up to it. Let's see, shall we?
Now I'm kind of wondering if we should have gone up on the bridge, but I don't know if there is any way up there. No, we can't get any way from here. Oh, wait. Do I see a door? Yes, I do. But you can. Yes, you can run. Thank you.
The Northmen speak of 9 worlds. The world of men they call Midgard. Sky gods dwell in Asgard. The gods of earth, harvest, wind, and sea dwell in Vanaheim. The good elves dwell in Alfheim. The evil ones dwell in Svartalfheim. The mountain giants dwell in Jotunheim. The fire giants dwell in Muspelheim. Niflheim is the world of ice and darkness. Only the dead dwell in Helheim, and that is where you must travel.
Okay. It's amazing sound design in this game. As I said, you should have your headphones on, cause then you'll see what I mean. Oh my god.
No, this is it. The hidden path.
This seems like a portal of some sort.
He's going to hurt you.
It's dangerous.
Don't kill me. I'm not one of them. I was just hiding. I find I live long.
Who is speaking now?
The bastards catch me again. Never! Please.
Oh, hell. And here we have an interesting point, because on the right side, left side, you see clearly what is a movie clip, with the other side here is 3D. So
Truth is my truth.
It's good to see you.
that's an interesting way
kept
of
your vow.
mixing mediums.
In this life and the next, I will tell you my stories of hell, if I may walk with you.
Tell Tell me your stories again, old friend. I'm listening.
The runes seal the gates to hell. Focus your inner eye, and you too will see what's hidden in plain sight.
I can see that.
To take a closer
Hold
look.
it in your mind's
Yeah.
eye. Find one like it to open the
She
gate.
needs to use her eyes.
I see it already.
It's near. Focus, and you will find it.
Oh, come on.
It's just
There.
Look towards the gate. And the gate will open.
The gate is open. Go through the gate.
go through it.
It's dangerous.
Follow it.
What's
Come on.
Where will it
Push,
take
push.
I spent 6 years enslaved in hell. But I watched the Northmen. Learnt their ways.
I know you did.
You listened when everyone else laughed. My people paid a heavy price. Carry my stories with you, and together we will make the Northmen feel our fury.
Oh my god. That's a long fall down if we
Another
fall.
voice joins us.
Ah,
She once tried to make them go
look
away.
up.
Pretend they weren't real. But what good is that? When we are always here.
Yeah. We have to go over that one.
I guess it's the same.
Doesn't
height.
seem safe at all.
You can stand on the edge. Pretend it's going to be okay. But you know that death is
Go.
near.
Go. Go.
Waiting for you.
Don't say I had these controls are
You can't just wish.
any kind of
She's gonna just
in use now. Oh, oh. I mean, if it has used the built-in gyroscope or moving controls inside built-in moving controls in this control, it would have been devilish. So
The world of the dead is ruled by the giantess, Hela, daughter of Loki. The gods feared her bloodline, bad on her mother's side and yet much worse on her father's. So, as a child, the All-Father cast her down into Helheim and gave her power over
and
those who
I
die of
guess
sickness,
in
age,
next
hardship.
episode I should
and
put the
self-slaughter.
webcam up in the
In all of the
corner
9 worlds, only Hela
if
can
I
resurrect
don't
the dead.
decide to drop it then.
To
But,
Hela, your Dillion was sacrificed. And with her, you must bargain.
come on, down. Senua, down. Excuse me, down. What did I say? We're far underground at the moment. Okay. I guess I should just look if there is any controls fast strike. So it means there is some combat in here. Fast strike is quarter, and heavy strike is triangle. Melee attack is circle, and block is R1. Okay. Evade is X.
Stay back.
Look at it.
You have to open it.
The gate to Helheim divides the living from the dead. Is that the face of Hela herself? The half-rotten goddess that rules over Helheim. Whatever horrors lie behind that door.
Come
She must
on.
find him. Shh. Someone's here.
Yep. Time to fight. Okay. The darkness is coming. Hi.
You took him from me.
I didn't.
I beg you. Let him go. I'll give you what you want. I won't resist anymore. Just give him back.
Which means he wants to go into the darkness and or get eaten by the darkness and stay crazy for the rest of her life, only to get her beloved one back. Hi! Haha, haha.
You won!
No, 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 no. Come on! No! I guess this battle we weren't supposed to win.
You did this.
What's going on? And he's dead. Or who is that?
A vision of what's to come.
What?
Oh, Senua. The darkness does not bargain. It does not reason. It is wrought. And now it has taken hold. It will spread towards her head, the seat of the soul, until there is nothing left of her.
So I guess there is a limit of dying before you have to start again. And then I hope we have to start from this point and not do the whole thing again. Because that would also be very devilish.
The hardest
Which means
battles
the
are fought in
rot,
mind.
which is the darkness.
That is what Dillian taught her.
Get into
With every
her head.
defeat, the dark rot will grow and soon it will take her soul.
He dies or he gives up. Symbolically means.
But for now, at least, she still has control of her mind. And she will fulfill her vow. Whatever the cost.
He's not there.
Listen to me, Cinema. The goddess Hela lies behind the gate to Helheim. To open the gate, you must first face the gods that guard it. The god of fire,
Sure. And the god of illusion, well round.
Spill their blood to open the gate to Helheim and enter the land of the dead.
To Dillian.
To her soul. It won't open.
How will she get through?
Why won't it open?
Why can't she open it? She needs to challenge the gods.
She has to fight two gods first.
Listen, it's too loud.
Yes.
The Northmen say that in the beginning there was nothing but darkness. Bitter cold to the north, fiery hot to the south. They say the cold formed ice, which melted from the sparks from the south. The power of the darkness gave life to the dripping ice, and the first giant was born, and was named Ymir. The ice continued to drip, and the power of the void gave life to it, and it became a cow, whose milk fed the giant. That's right, a cow. But you weren't expecting that.
So, are we going for the god of illusions or the god of fire first? Tough choice. Now it's done.
Surt, the fire giant has answered. He comes from a land older than mankind. And the Northmen call upon his flaming sword to raise their enemies to the ground.
Fuck.
Find him, Senua, and spill his blood.
She found the wretched old fool on her way back from the wilds.
Master of ravens.
An outcast.
He hunts his prey
badly
with his
bound to
powers of
another.
illusion and feasts on their remains.
She took pity on him, for he was not long for this world. Like her, We spoke of
Follow
his own
the path
darkness.
to Valravan and defeat him in battle to earn his mark. The gate to
Um,
Helheim cannot be
I
opened
must
without
say,
it.
those two here, Tim, is metaphors for two sides of having mental illness at all, or health issues. Just illusions. If you, for example, have depression and a bit of anxiety, you don't trust at all what other thinks about you. You can think that all the other thinks you're, or means you are stupid. The fire here is what we call that our brain is fried and that our mind is burning, which also it feels like when you have too much thoughts in your head at once and you have the depression and anxiety to battle against at once. So, and often depression and anxiety makes a lot of weird, or gives you a lot of weird thoughts. So both of these gods are metaphors for some sides. But I guess if we should think in that way, and then I guess the darkness is the last point which is in there. So fire, illusion, fire, illusion. I guess I'll get rid of my suspicion to people first. We can still go back, but do we want to? And I must say the part of not trusting people I'm still struggling with, but that's not because my mind is playing tricks, but that's because I've had a lot of experience with people who I couldn't trust in the end. And others that have driven me to insanity before finding out that they did wrong. So this is a nice place.
illusion hides the path to Valravn. Don't trust your eyes. Find another way to see the truth.
Or, as I would have said it, don't trust your mind. But in this case it is don't trust our eyes, but it can be a metaphor for something like don't trust your mind.
What's that? It's a door. No, it's not. Push it. Push it. Push it. Come on.
Push. There.
He did it. He did it. He did it. Look, something was different. Change. Can you see?
It's funny. We all want to see behind the veil, don't we? Once we do, we mostly just close our eyes again and pretend what we saw was never really there.
Huh. Yeah, we need to get there. Guess I see some kind of a portal. Huh? Whoa! Yeah, don't trust your eyes at all. Look for the portals.
If anyone never could close her eyes, however hard she tried, begged.
Now I'm kind of confused. Okay, here we have yet another portal.
This is the price she pays for seeing things differently. Because once you gaze into the relentless darkness, all that lurks within it can see
Oh
you
please,
too.
hush with the darkness. That's not what he needs. Yep. Hello again. This is going to be fun. Third one. Fourth one. Fifth one. Come on. Just hit along. Sixth one. Damn. Done? Yes.
The Northman will not stop her. She will find what she's looking for.
Thank you. Finally someone who's agreeing with me. Yes.
Raven's power of illusion comes from ravens. Align the ravens to break his magic seal.
Show me what you have seen, Truth. Look how much it's changed. It's all different.
Oh. Yeah, I guess those ones are...
To break the seal, align the ravens with the mark of Valravan.
Yeah, I hear what you say, but... Is there a way of getting up there? 'Cause something tells me that that's what we should do. Oh. Wait a second. Okay, now the portal is there forever. There.
Something's shifted. Something's happened. Something's shifted. Can you feel it?
I guess he finally sorted something out.
Do you feel it too? It's like crossing into another world that looks the same but feels different. An imposter world where the forest itself is watching.
Another gate. Another gate. You know what to do. Stay back. Don't open. It's not safe. Don't listen to them. Listen. Don't. Open. You can do it. Don't.
To break the seal, align the ravens with the mark of Valravan.
Which ravens? Can't you see where she was?
So where do we need to be now?
To find. Line up the ravens. Line them up. I said to line them up.
I hear something.
If you hear the soul of Valravan, follow it, and it will lead you to him. But be aware of his illusions. You can't always trust your eyes.
Oh.
Listen, focus. Focus.
Yep, we have another portal over here, I guess.
Challenge me.
He's gone. He doesn't mean where he go. Where is he? Follow your thought.
Yep, I hear him.
Fight! Is she lost? Last winter, before the tragedy, she journeyed into the wilds of her native land, living off berries, roots, and rabbits. Uncommon, you see. We call such a person a Gelt. Some, like Struth, become Gelt in search of penance. Others, like Senua, to purge a curse. Those who make it back are forever changed.
She can get up now. What's happening? She can get up now. She can get out. It must be magic. Dark magic. A trick. Raven. Tricking her. Raven. How can she get up? Bait. It's him. Dark magic draws her closer. It's not
Huh.
He's helping her. It's not him. It's a trick. She's doing it on her own. He's not tricking her. It's magic. It's
Now
magic.
we have a problem. Just okay, I guess I still can get down. Anyways, Where were those stairs? Ah, there they were. So then I guess we're going for the last part of this quest, and I hope I survive.
We picture fear, and we think of a shadow in the woods. Creature in the night. If only it were that simple. The worst kind comes without warning. Deep and primal signal from within. A reminder that just because you cannot see the threat, it doesn't mean that it's not already here.
I have a really bad feeling about this. I guess I can say I'm very aggressive when it comes to fighting. Bye bye! And I guess we're soon going to meet the god himself.
Ymir was a frost giant, a being of darkness, and all his sons and grandsons were dark after him. Of his daughters and granddaughters, some were monstrous, but others fair. But there was another who came from the ice. Buri. In shape, he was like a man, big and powerful. His son, Bor, took a fair giant to be his wife, and they had 3 sons. Odin was the eldest, and the Northmen hold him to be the foremost of the gods, the All-Father.
You learn a lot about Norse mythology through listening to those so-called knowledge points.
Do you know what it's like to leave everything behind? Your home, loved ones, to head deep into the wilds, perhaps never to return. Senua does. Because when darkness speaks, it changes everything, turning home into a foreign land and loved ones into strangers. Exile makes sense when you realize that you were never really home in the first place.
Here we have yet another gate.
The song. Raven's song. It's over here. It's over here. Is that? It's over there. No, it's here. There's two. Listen, focus. Listen. It's magic. This reminds her of something. The forest.
Where? Which forest? Forest in the wilds.
The wilds. She went to the wilds a long time ago.
Why did she go to the wilds?
She wanted to fight her own darkness. She thought she could beat her own.
Do we have a way of finding out
It nearly killed her.
which of those two who is the real one?
If it wasn't for Druth, she'd be dead. She can't beat her own darkness. She wanted to marry Dillion.
She came to beat her own darkness and marry her. But it didn't work.
She thought her curse would affect him.
She thought her curse would spread to him.
She thought she'd bring the darkness to him too. She nearly died.
She thought the curse made her tainted.
Druth helped her.
Oh my god. No, 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 no. Don't go into there. I need a little bit more clearance. There is a portal down there. Oh! Yeah, I guess I will. I want to go for this solution. Huh. No.
I'm not even.
Yep, we need to get over there.
Den ligger en ren shop der.
Wait a second. This one I haven't seen before.
The Northmen say that Odin and his brothers killed Ymir, and that the world of men was formed from his corpse. They made his bones into stone, and his flesh into earth, and his blood into the salt sea. They set his skull to be the bowl of the sky, with his brains for clouds. Odin and his brothers caught the sparks flying from Muspel and made them into stars. And to protect the new world from the giants, they used Ymir's great curving eyebrows as walls.
So, I guess I'll have to think over this part until next time. Very unsure where to go to solve this. It is solvable, but it's a bit tricky. So yeah, I'll end it here. So thanks for watching, and hope to see you in the next episode. Bye bye!